Hello everyone and welcome back to NetMasterism channel. In this series of video we are going to speak about the Fortinet and the most famous firewall of Fortinet, that is FortiGate. And let's go to our topology. You can see here that I just created two sites, and we are going to configure our FortiGate from the scratch, from licensing, and then we will configure the SD-WAN and also side-to-side VPN between these two. But before beginning, let me speak a little bit about this topology that we have here. You can see that inside one FortiGate site 1 is connected through two different ISP, and also site 2 same, it's connected through two different ISP. Then we can easily configure and test our SD-WAN connection here in this topology. This ISP is connected to the internet, and then we can ping some IP address in the internet from this VPC 1 and also VPC 2. Also from inside that I'm connected to the net. This is the management PC, the PC that I'm sitting now, and I will configure the FortiGate from this site. We have port 3 is connected to inside, and port 1 and port 2 is connected to internet. We don't have any concept of inside and outside in the FortiGate, but it's same actually. This is a trusted port, and they are untrusted port here. Okay, let's start our configuration, but by basic configuration of the firewall. Let's log in first. The username is admin, and the password by default is nothing. Let's assign a password first. Okay, in this FortiGate, actually it has a very easy command line, and you can easily find your required configuration if you are not familiar with this. Let me make it a little bit bigger, and let me type show command here. You can see that all configuration just appear here, and by copy and paste this configuration, you can go to this sub command and then configure the device. For example, here when I'm trying to configure a interface, config system interface, then edit port 1 or edit port 2 or 3 and so on. For this, let's go and first configure our port 1, and then we can access the FortiGate GUI and try to install the license. About the licensing, I'll tell you that Fortinet actually now providing the evaluation license for lifetime. It has some limitation, of course, but the good thing is that you just need to create an account in the FortiGate website, and then you can easily you can easily register your virtual device to that and receive evaluation license. What is the limitation of this evaluation license? Okay, we will see that in the graphical when we access it. Just give us a full information about the limitation of the evaluation license. To start that, let's go and first let's configure this port 3 to access the FortiGate GUI from the PC. For that, let's go to system, configure system, interface, and then I'm going to edit port 3. Here in the port 3, first of all, let's set the IP. The IP for the FortiGate is 10.10.1.1. This is the IP address that I decided to apply for the port 3, and this port will provide the DHCP server also for this PC to receive an IP address. Now let's set the allowance for this. What is this allowance? This is the services that you are going to enable in this port. For example, we are going to access this port with the HTTPS, and also I want to enable ping here to make sure that we are connected. And also if I put the question mark, you can see we can enable SSH, SNTP, Telnet, and so on. Let's I think this two is enough for now. Let's enable this. And anything else? No. Let's finish this. To save this configuration, we just need to type the command end. And after this, if I run the show command in the port 3, you can see that this configuration actually is saved here in the port 3. Now we should be able to ping this port 3. As this FortiGate is connected through this range IP address to my PC, here my PC is actually located in another subnet, and then this FortiGate doesn't know about that. Then we need to actually have a route to the inside to send the traffic to the inside of this to received by my PC. For that, let's actually configure the routing here. Configure router. And which router we are going to configure? We have a static, OSPF, RIP, BGP, and so on. By clicking on that, you can see that we have a static and also static IPv6 and so on. Let's enable the static here. And here we can set a gateway. Before setting gateway, of course, we need to give some numbering to this route. For example, I'm going to edit 1. What is this number? This route will enter to the FortiGate in a sequence. For example, this is a sequence 1, and I'm going to set the gateway for this to 10.10.1.2. This is my gateway, and it's configured here in the switch 1. And also I need to set the port. This gateway is connected to which port? Set device to port 3. And also I can set a destination here. Set DST. This is the destination, and we need to type a IP address to as a destination when you are going to which destination. Here my PC is connected to 192.168.0.0/16. This is the destination, and let's type end. Now this routing is also saved, and it's if I go to configure router static and type show command here, you can see that in the first entry, number 1, the destination is set, the gateway is set, and also the port is set here. And if I, for example, try to add another route, I just need to type edit2, and in edit2 again I can write a routing for this destination, gateway, and also device. Let's end this. And now we should be able to ping to this FortiGate device from my PC. Ping 10.10.1.1. Yes, I can ping that. And let's go to our browser, and here let's try to access this. HTTPS 10.10.1.1. Now we just receive a message for self-signed certificate. Let's accept this, and now let's type our username admin and the password that we assigned before in the command line. In the first page, you can see at first it just asks us to upload our license here if we have. This is the full license, but as we don't have any license, I want to enable that in the evaluation license. Let's go to the other tab, and here it will give us a complete guide and the limitation of the evaluation license of the FortiGate here. Okay, this license is only for the evaluation and FortiGate 40 care account and has several restriction, and this restriction is support the low encryption algorithm. Of course, when you try to encrypt data in this, it doesn't support the AES and so on. And also the maximum CPU of 1 and 2 GB of RAM. If you assign more than this to your virtual machine, actually this license will not work, and it will gives you an error that this is the exceed of some parameter here. And also we can only enable 3 interfaces, firewall policies and route of each. We cannot have more than 3 interfaces. If I enable that, it will give me a message, and also more than 3 firewall policy and also more than 3 route. It's not available here. And of course, no FortiCare support. And one more limitation that is not mentioned here, you cannot use it for filtering the traffic, internet traffic, like FTD, that we add a URL filtering on that, and then we will be able to filter our traffic, internet traffic. But here, if you enable that, in the first page it just give you that this is an evaluation license and you are not allowed to use this feature. Okay, let's type our email and password. This is the account that you created in the FortiGate. You can easily go in the FortiGate website and easily create a account, and then you can type that username and password, the email and password here. Then this device will be connected to the FortiGate. But before that, actually we need to connect our device to the internet. You can see here that this 2 port is not configured, and if I now just type username and password here, this FortiGate device is not able to access the internet. Then we need to configure these 2 ports also, 1 or 2. Let's configure one of these ports to give access to FortiGate to go to the internet. And then we will type the account information to register our device. For this, let's configure our port 2. Configure system interface, and then let's edit port 1. In the port 1, if I type the show command, you can see that the DHCP mode is configured here by default. We need to actually change this mode to static to be able to set IP address. Set mode to static. Then let's set the IP, and the IP address here is 1.1.1.2/24. And you can see that the allowance is already set here. We don't want to change that, it's okay. And anything else? No. Let's end this configuration. And now our interface has IP address, but still we need to configure some route here to this site to send all traffic to the internet. For that, let's configure router static. And this time I'm going to edit line 2. This is a sequence 2, and it's a I'm going to set the default route here. Set the gateway. The gateway here in the ISP is configured as 1.1.1.1, and set the device. This device means that this gateway is connected to which port? That is connected to port 1. And also we can set the destination here to default route, or even we can type end, and by default it will select the default route to this gateway. If I press end and enter here, you can see the destination is set to 0.0.0/0, and that is which all IP address. This is the default route. Now here I should be able to ping to ping. We need to type command execute ping, and here 8.8.8.8 it should be accessible. Okay, now I can access to the internet. And also let's set the DNS, because we are going to because we need this FortiGate to access the website by the name. For that, by default, actually the FortiGate as a DNS, but still we can configure system DNS. And here if I type the show command, you can see two DNS IP addresses configured here, but I'm going to set the primary to 8.8.8.8, and let's end this. Now let's execute a ping to make sure that this FortiGate device can ping a website by name, www.fortinet.com. You can see I'm able to ping the Fortinet website by name. Okay, for now our FortiGate device is ready, and we should be able to type our account information here and access and register our device to the FortiGate cloud. Let's type the username, the email address, and the password. You can see that this is in the Gmail, and it's just a normal account. There is no need or any special accounts or email address and so on. And now let's accept this. It will give us the message that this updating the license will cause us the system to reboot. And do we want to do that? Yes, of course. And here you can see that the device actually is accepted by the FortiGate cloud, and now the system is rebooting. If any problem be here, for example, the device cannot access the internet, or the DNS has a problem, or maybe there is some proxy in the middle, or even you already registered this device before, and or your system information, for example, as I said, it needs 1 CPU and 2 GB of RAM. If you configure your virtual machine here to has more than that, here it will just give us a message and say this information is not correct, and the configuration of the VMware machine is not correct to receive the evaluation license. Okay, after some times, let's refresh this page again and see if our configuration, actually our license, is accepted, and we should be able to access to the FortiGate device. And here again we just received the message of the self-signed certificate, and let's proceed to this. Type the username and password. And here in the first step, we just FortiGate setup. We're just going to migrate if we have any configuration before, automatic update pad, dashboard setup, and also the password is already changed. There is no problem. Let's begin, and we can do this configuration later. And even it's a lab and it's not a real environment, then we don't need this configuration. And also disable the automatic patch. Let's do it, and let's confirm that. And in the dashboard setup, let's select this optimal, and okay. And here it just give us some trail video about the OS of 7.6. that is the latest in the time that I'm recording this video. And let's I don't want to see this trail again, and okay. This is the first page of our FortiGate, and you can see here information about the system information. Of course, the host name, serial number, and so on, the version, NATing mode, and time system, and so on. Then the license, you can see which license that we have here. Here you can see that this is a virtual machine, and this license actually is used 100% of CPU and 2 GB of RAM. This is not the usage of the CPU and RAM here. It's a usage of the license. As I said, one CPU and 2 GB of RAM, not more. And this too is the usage of CPU and RAM. Here you can see this is 11% here and 36% of memory now is used here. And the administrator, you can see that we are using the HTTPS here, and some other information that this is the session, and I don't know what session actually is showing here. We will see it later. And here for the beginning, let's you can see LAN edge here also. This is the FortiGate device, and let's go to our system setting, and let's configure some basic configuration, actually the host name and also the time zone. Here the host name, I'm going to name that FortiGate for site 1, and let's select a time zone. It's -3 that time here. Let's select that. I'm going to select the Argentina, and this is the interval, the timing of this time, actually the time zone to synchronize the clock. And HTTP, the administration setting, the port of HTTP and HTTPS, you can change it here, and also for the SSH, Telenet, and so on. Okay, everything looks okay here, and let's apply this configuration. Of course, the language, the theme, and some other configuration is available here, and we can change it. Let's apply this. Okay, now our configuration is saved, and if I just log in here, admin, and you can see that the host name is changed here. Before it was the serial number of this device, and now this is the FortiGate site 1. It means that the configuration is changed here. The one good thing about this device, this FortiGate, is, I don't know it's good or bad, if you just do some configuration and press OK, everything will save. It doesn't need like the FMC to deploy that to any device and so on. And here let's go to the network and interface. Let's see our interfaces here. The port 1 actually is configured before. I'm just going to do some basic configuration and make the lab ready for the next configuration. This port 1, if you see here, this is connected to ISP1. Then I can give an alias here, ISP1, to easily identify that. And this is the IP address is configured. This is the administrative access, the services that I speak before. Ping HTTP, let's remove this HTTP, I don't need that. SSH is okay. And anything else, it's not need to enable the DHCP server here. This port is not providing DHCP IP, and let's save this. Now let's go to port 2 and edit this port also according to our lab. This is connected to ISP2, and the IP address is 2.2.2.2/24. And also let's enable the HTTPS and ping in this interface, and of course maybe SSH. And also there is no DHCP server here, and everything else is okay. Let's okay to save this configuration. Now our port and port 1 and port 2, both of them is configured. And if we go to port 3, let's edit this also, and let's name this inside to easily identify that this port is connected to our inside network. And this is the IP address that we configured before in the command line. We are going to enable HTTPS and ping, and let's enable security fabric here. And here DHCP server, let's enable the DHCP because we are going to provide DHCP IP to our PC that connected to this inside network. Let's do it from 100 to 254. And the subnet mask, of course, same. The gateway, same as IP interface. DNS, same as IP interface. The list time, this is the information about the DHCP server. And anything else that no, it's okay. Let's save this. It just gave me a message because actually now I'm connected through this interface to this graphical interface. If I do any changes in this IP address, IP address, then I will be disconnected and need to re-enter the new IP address here. Okay, and this information is also saved. We have port 3, port 1 and port 2, and this one is connected to inside, and this 2 is connected to different ISP. And now let's go to the routing, and in the static route you can see that I have 2 routes configured here. One to is send it to this switch here to access this actually to my PC to access the FortiGate, and another one is a default route and it's sent to port 1, port 1, and that is connected to ISP1. And here let's check if our PC now is able to receive IP address, IP DHCP. Yes, you can see that my PC actually received the IP address. Let's see. Yes, 10.10.1.100, and if I try to ping 10.10.1.1, and that is the gateway, it's connected in the FortiGate, and I'm able to ping that. Okay, our DHCP server is also ready, and the basic configuration actually is finished here. In the next video, first I'm going to configure this site also, and then in the next video we will configure the these 2 ports, some NATing and some access control policy here in the FortiGate for this PC to be able to access the internet from these 2 ports, and then we will configure the SD-WAN and see the SD-WAN feature. Okay, I think for today's video that's enough, because our video is going to be too long. For now, thank you for watching, and please don't forget to follow and subscribe us to receive the update from the future video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.